none, and ng as in thing, thing. Let's have them again. The first one is m as in man. The second one is n as in none. These should present no problem for Spanish speakers. And finally, ng as in thing, the three nasals. Next, the last four, we've done 20 so far. Next are the approximants. We can group them under a blanket term, which is approximant, and we can mention these four in that group. L as in lane, same as in Spanish. R as in run, run. Number 3 there is w as in one. And finally, y as in yes. Let's have them again. Lane, run, one, yes. In summary then, there are 44 English phonemes. 44, which means 20 vowels, the pure vowels we did at the beginning, then the 8 diphthongs, 12 and 8 are 20, and now the 24 consonants. We can call this the inventory of English phonemes. The same as in Spanish, inventory, inventario. How can we achieve intelligibility? This should be our next question. How can I make myself understood when I speak English? The answer is a technical one. All phonemic oppositions should be maintained. In other words, we must not confuse these phonemes. We have to aim at the correct one and produce it, articulate it correctly. What does this mean? It means, as I said before, that we mustn't confuse phonemes. We have to keep them separate. Now, obviously, this is not an easy task all the time. Some of the English phonemes are more difficult than others. The difficult ones are difficult mainly because they do not exist in Spanish. On the other hand, the easy ones are probably easy because they do exist in Spanish, or they are very similar to Spanish. Can we replace English phonemes with Spanish phonemes? This is a very basic question. Can I then sometimes use a Spanish phoneme instead of an English one? Well, the answer to this question is a few tolerances can be accepted, but in general, this is not possible. This is not advisable. Let's consider vowels first. I want to illustrate this point. This is a list of the oppositions which the learner is advised to maintain. In the first place, look at the first 3 vowels. The numbers of these are 1, 2, and 3, respectively. Vowel E, vowel I, and vowel E. The second lot comprises vowels A, vowel A, and vowel A. Remember the numbers? A, number 4, 10, A, and 5, A. Then we have 6 and 7, O and O. They sound different, yes. Well, they are different phonemes. So if you use O instead of O, you may be saying the wrong word. No. So if you say O instead of O, you will be saying the wrong word. Probably another word in the English language, or even worse, a word that doesn't exist in English. And finally, we have vowel 12, vowel schwa. It has a name. It is so popular. No. This very frequent vowel has a name. We call it vowel schwa, or if you prefer, vowel number 12. Now, let's do some practice. some ear training. Do you think you can identify the following English phonemes? This is not an easy task because there is no context to help you. We know that context helps all the time. If you're not sure about the meaning of a word, very often the context will help you. Okay, let's do the following. Listen to the next 3 words. Bark, buck, back. Here they are again. Bark, buck, back. And for the 3rd time, bark, buck, back. Did you get them correctly? Okay, here is the answer. First I said bark, bark. Then I said buck, buck. And finally I said back, back. Do you want to hear them again? Bark, buck, back. Now let's consider the following sentences. Let's put these vowels in a context. If I say a fast black bus, I'm saying all 3 vowels. Listen again. A fast black bus. And those are the symbols. Fast is vowel number 5 in British English. Then the word black, which is vowel number 4. And finally, bus. Bus is vowel number 10. I've put there on the slide the American version for fast. I put there on the slide the American version for fast. In American English, most people say fast, vowel number 4. So let's say then again the British version, that would be a fast black bus, whereas in American English this would very likely be a fast black bus. Look at the second sentence. Some biscuits for tea. Some biscuits for tea. Here we have the problem of the first vowels, vowels numbers 1 and 2. In the sentence some biscuits for tea, we have biscuits with vowel number 2 twice. Look at the spelling for biscuits. It's an I in bis and a UI in kits. Spelling is another problem in English, isn't it? Biscuits, biscuits. But the word tea has vowel number 1. So you say, some biscuits for tea. You can never swap them. If you said, some biscuits for tea, nobody would understand. Notice also the existence of vowel schwa there at the beginning, some, and then for, some biscuits for tea, some biscuits for tea. And finally, some consonant phonemes. Let's have some practice on the consonants. This is a list of the main oppositions which have to be maintained. This is, you mustn't confuse them, because if you do, you will be, at least you will be sounding foreign. You have to keep them separate. In other words, you mustn't confuse them, because if you do, you may be saying different meanings. First of all, the difference between de and the, and those are the symbols. De and the. This is one of the most complicated situations for a Spanish speaker. They normally make mistakes when they have to pronounce de and the. When they want to make a difference between these two sounds, they normally fail at the initial stages. So what do we have there? We have, did they do that to the deaf lady? All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different instances of de and the. And in order to help you, I've introduced the symbols. Did they do that,